Coach, overall comments and thoughts on tonight's game?
Yeah, Saugus is always scrappy. I think Joe does a great job of teaching what they want to run. Their guards, they're a little bit scary because they have deep range and they can also attack you going to the basket. So we weren't perfect, but to come in here and win by 21 and give up 36 points, and with guys, not starting and guys coming off the bench who normally start, it's solid. It's solid, and coming off a win against Salem too, and now going into a very important week. This is a trap game that could have just caused us all kinds of trouble. So I was pleased with the guys.
When I was thinking of talking to you, I wanted to talk about the offense, but now I'm thinking the defense. You guys just made it so difficult for them to do everything, including with that full court pressure.
Yeah. We've always made our mark with defense, but this team is younger, and so we're going to have a few more breakdowns defensively. But it's a gifted offensive team, and when we share the basketball and get each other's shots, we're very good offensively. So, I'm kind of torn. It looks like we can be good at everything we do. We just have to mature and get experience.
How about the youth here? It's a young team you have here.
It is. Yeah, we've started as many as 5 sophomores in multiple games this season. So it is. We're really, really young, and the kids have committed to getting better in the off season. We're starting to keep our kids instead of letting them go to private schools. That's meant a big difference. And so we've got just enough players who have returned from last year and kind of show the way from an unselfishness, a defense, a fundamentally sound perspective. And the rest of the guys, the new guys, are just kind of climbing on board and seeing the right way to do things.
Coach, one last question. I was tracking runs in the game, and you guys had modest runs, like 3 or 4 modest runs. I mean, I say a modest run is like 12-6, things like that. But you had 3 or 4 of them, and you only gave up one kind of minor run against that they put together in that second quarter with about 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, I mean, good point. I don't think we were at our best tonight offensively, but I think a lot of that has to do with Saugus. They're scrappy. The hands are always working. And so it was just a little bit more sluggish offensively, but I felt as though in the second half we sort of, kind of got a control over the game that was good on both ends. And sometimes it happens off your defense, and that's what happened tonight. And I thought maybe we fatigued them a little bit late, and we won going away rather than letting somebody back in the game, which is what a young team often does. So.